goods at fair prices.
What can an Arcanist do for you today? What can we learn today?
Of meat and bile, the lizards eat their bugs and twigs and everything so vile. But those of us who walk the sands know life's greatest pleasure is strictly sweet, a tasty treat. It's moon sugar that we treasure. Fields drenched in moonlight, dewed with summer rain, brilliant green and growing tall, sweet moon sugar cane, sweet moon sugar cane. Gifted by the moons as they wax and wane, fill our bowls and fill our souls, sweet moon sugar cane, sweet moon sugar cane.
More funding for our research. Ow! Ow! Ow!
With those bandits driven out, I can keep 2 eyes on the horizon and not...
Cozen set. My family is most likely not in town. But let's not go out of our way to find them. Agreed. Quality material makes for quality goods.
You're a new face to me, unlike that flappy buzzard over the barn. What? These birds aren't aggressive. I've had horses do more damage to me than any harpy. And I've had more trouble with these mercenaries than I've ever had with either steed or bird. I saw them steal 4 sacks of good grain from Zilron, a Khajiit merchant. And in the magistrate's name, mind you. Him? Ran off, no doubt. Who knows what he does, or where he hides after he's run amok in the market. He trades more than just grain, if you ask me. You won't be the only one looking for it.
Poor Zilron's tank.
Some days you just have to say tut.
No one will find Zilron here. Holy Zilron, beset by a winged menace. I've been found. Oh, but you are neither Harpy nor Gold Coast fiend. You would be too if you heard those beasts. Those screeching, pecking, clawing beasts. This one had hoped the mercenaries would take care of our bird woman problem, but no. Oh yes, they help themselves to my gold and my goods, and sometimes they help against the Harpies. So, I wait here. Sooner or later, one of Zilron's problems will go away.
are you doing, Foreman?
Me? I'm just practicing, nothing more.
Better not shoot any harpies. That's our job. And you don't want to take our... What are you looking at? Get lost.
Keep one eye to the skies, friend. The harpies like to swoop down and grab whatever's light enough to carry. Only after they've sucked you dry. I refused to pay their protection fee, and the next day my house was ransacked. I'll keep my own watch for harpies coming near from now on. Sep's entertainment, I can only guess. It's not like one can ask a beast why it acts so. It is simply its nature.
The harpies are much bolder. We need more
Heard
coin
disturbing
for
rumors
supplies
about your
and the
methods.
like. Have you heard about the traveler stirring up trouble in town? And look who's here. Keep your opinions about our work to yourself.
The mercenaries seemed so professional when they arrived. It was quite heartening. But they did not keep their true natures hidden for long.
A desperate man turns his back on wisdom. Better to unleash a pack of rabid hounds than for our magistrate to welcome into town cutthroats like the Gold Coast mercenaries.
Dealing with the harpies as fast as we can, I assure you. Now please, address any specific complaints to one of the guardsmen. Nothing. I have things under control. Got a reliable group to protect the town until we're self-sufficient again. And please, don't say anything to Danim. She can get upset when the end of her tenure is brought up. She's the leader of the Gold Coast mercenary troop. I hired them to make up for our shoddy defenses when the harpies attacked. They get the job done, and that's about as much as I'll say. Death and attrition, the two greatest enemies. Our guards either fell to the withered hand, or one of the other perils of being a guardsman. It's my responsibility to keep this town safe, so I look to other sources. Danim doesn't like competition, and I'm certainly not going to endanger our business arrangement. If I were you, I would keep my stay here brief. Now, if that's all, I'm sure you can see yourself out.
Father, you need to know what's going on out there. Who is this? Someone come to help?
Enough. I have no patience for your theories.
Fine. If you want the truth, come talk to me. Meet me at my house. It's at the edge of town past the smithy. I'll tell you everything I know. See you soon, I hope.
Good find, cohort.
The Throne Keeper says you cleansed to Waka's throne. Truly one favored by the gods.
It's not safe to talk in the streets. Now I can speak openly. Be at ease. The mercenaries dare not enter my home uninvited. I watched you long before you spoke to my father, Magistrate Andrin Atlahil. You spoke to people in town and listened to their answers. Are you actually interested in helping? I'm the magistrate's daughter, raised here, though now I am a traveling merchant. I came back when I heard of the town's troubles. My father insisted he had it under control. Now I'm doubly sure I returned at the right... The Gold Coast mercenaries, our supposed saviors from the Harpies, are our problem. They extort and steal from the good people here. And what's more, they've done nothing but make our Harpy issues worse. Since Danim and her friends arrived, the Harpies are angry with the town. They're usually nothing more than flying rats. The Harpies can attack, yes, but only when provoked. And I know the mercenaries are the ones who've provoked them. The mercenaries hid Harpy eggs around Kozenset. Naturally, the Harpies want the eggs back. Don't be frightened. This is a friend. The Harpies are not our enemies. Will you help me convince the others? I rescued her from them. The mercenaries killed her mother and the other chicks in her brood. This creature had done no wrong, yet they would kill her to be paid for her feathers. I couldn't stand. It's the right thing to do. Thank you. I can't do this on my own, and my father won't listen to me until I have proof. I don't think the eggs will be proof enough, but at least they will be safe. She comes and goes as she pleases. This is a wild creature, after all. I do not even name her, for she isn't mine. Once their eggs are back in their eyries, the Harpies won't attack Kozenset. And then, bring me the eggs. I'll wait for you by the town's well. Even though it's in the open, many people exchange goods there, so it won't look suspicious. Once their eggs are back in their eyries, the harpies won't attack Kozenset. And then we can deal with those mercenaries.
Quality and variety. Come, see for yourself.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
You're quite light on your feet. Let me see the eggs.
How about a coin or two? Things have never got worse.
You're quite light on your feet. Let me see the eggs. Thank you for doing this. I'm sure not all of the eggs survived, but the least we can do is return them to the harpies. I don't have proof, but I know it was the mercenaries that did this. Who else? Hold a moment. Someone's coming.
Go back to selling trinkets, leisure. You do your job and we'll do ours.
You hid those eggs on purpose, didn't you?
Say no more, child. We haven't time for troublemakers.
They're up to something. They must be. We have to find out what they're doing. The mercenaries go in and out of the warehouse next to my home. There's got to be a reason. Why don't you go there? One of them will let slip what their game is. Hide somewhere and listen to their chatter. I'll take...
Whatever shall I do?
This is getting tiresome. I almost preferred the harpies.
Harpies are the least of your problems if you don't pay up.
We've got your gold. No need to make threats.
Let's see it then. Better not have shorted me.
It's all there. We don't want to end up like the others.
Good. I'll be back next week. Prices might be going up.
Come on, Udamaji. Merciful Ruka, how long must we put up with these thieves?
Good ale loosens the tongue. And also the purse strings, is it not so? I have some things you might like. Old Khajiiti spices, nothing illegal.
were the responsible one. I told her not to trust those creatures, and now look what's happened. My daughter was stolen away by the Harpies. She and several other people from Cozen said. Their blood is on your hands. Deneen told me about your meddling. Not yet. They say they must prepare for another raid by the Harpies before they send anyone out on the sands. It's only right that you find my daughter, since you helped her get into this mess. Outside town, on the hillside, where they keep their Iries, feeding our... I curse the day the Harpies first attacked our town.
Distasteful.
You're alive. I thought they might have taken you, too. Some. The mercenaries decided I was worth more dead than alive. They threw me out with a few others, beaten and bound. That's when the jackals came. Thanks to the Harpies, well, this one did. We don't need any more bloodshed. If there's a way we can end this without fighting, we must. I have an idea. Find my father. Ask that Harpy out there to get you to town. I'll be behind you. That Harpy out there...
You're here! Did you find my daughter? What? That's ridiculous. Why? I will. Where is she? Is that her?
What nerve! Running your mouth right in front of me!
You disgraced our town long enough.
Ugh! A rotten egg? Don't think this is over, child.
Gather everyone who will stand with us to drive these bad eggs out of town. Father, the dead can't offer their forgiveness, but I can. Stand with us.
That's the one Leisure said to wait for. Let's go.
Sorrow seems my only companion.
About time we ran these charlatans out of our town.
Leisure said you'd come. Let's head to the guardhouse.
The Harpies are congregated around this building. Looks like the mercenaries took something every bit as valuable as the Harpies' eggs. I've no idea, but we need to restore goodwill with our flying neighbors. Even my father is in there to negotiate the mercenaries' departure. They should be out soon. The villagers, I mean. They want to cast Danim from the town themselves. She's a coward and a bully. Once her nature's revealed, my father won't let her back into Kozenset. We'll need to return.
Take your hands off me! Your pitiful town won't survive without our protection.
We can do without you. Go, and never return.
And we'll run out anyone else who tries to bully us, too.
May the sands take your accursed town!
If we see you again, we'll throw you to the Harpies. Harpies matriarch. Is this the reason they started attacking in the first place? I had no idea. Should have spent more time checking the rumors and less time behind my desk.
I don't know if... Maybe this is the first step. What do you think? Who knows how long those fiends kept the Harpies agitated, just to take advantage of this town. If I hadn't returned when I did and gotten your help, they'd continue to terrorize my people and these Harpies. Give her to me. I still need to return their eggs, so I'll take her as well. Looks like I'll be around for a while. Though we disagree on many things, my father will need help regaining the town's trust. And I miss this place. Harpies and all. Being a trader taught me how to get along with people, no matter what their form. I'll make a good magistrate myself someday, don't you? Being a trader...
Help out a poor soul?
Me out, will you?
Yeah!
To fruition, mortal. You serve me now as a vessel of destruction. You've done nothing, mortal.
Exceptional. Inconceivable.
Truly have no mercy.
Curran told me how you helped him in Cobra Village. Well done. An opportunity?
I grow tired of excuses, Narina. When will Tamriel return? What do you want?
Harassing? I'm collecting on a debt. I gave this woman's husband enough coin to outfit his expedition in return for a number of valuable artifacts. Now he's run off with my money. Splendid. Then this won't be a total loss. Hand them over, and I'll consider Tavo's debt paid in full. Easy now, friend. No need for violence. Yes, I see your point. Forgive me, Narina. Consider Tavo's debt forgiven. I'll leave you to your grief.
Thank you. You didn't have to come to my defense, but I am grateful. I don't know what to say. You bring gifts from the gods in my time of... I've nothing left, so these will help a lot. After I've mourned my husband, I'll sell them and use the money to leave this place. It holds too many bad memories. Tavo invested in a speculative prospecting expedition. They didn't even find enough gold to pay the diggers. We lost everything. With these relics, I should be able to start a new life. It will...
We can't take a portal?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll make good use of these resources. Far better than those asinine Artaeum archmages. Ew! Be sure to wash your hands.
What are we up to today? Building up a stash. Good thinking. Always worth stocking up. I'm with you.
you have a moment? It's worth your time.
It is my task to show the Imperial the sights of Alakir.
You there. There's gold for you if you'll lend me your time. I am a scholar of some import. Import. That is to say, I've traveled quite far. From Cyrodiil. Azai at Oanok? He's my guide to Alakir. He shows me the best routes and helps me make camp. But he doesn't know much about the great history of this land. I need someone to look around the ruins for an ancient sword. Legend says it only appears to a chosen few. I've had to ask strangers to walk through the ruins to look for it. Untrained eyes. I'm that desperate. Azai at Oanok might tell you where to look, if you're willing. I appreciate the assistance from common folk such as yourself. This sword is a significant specimen of lore, direct evidence of a legendary event in ancient Redguard history. There are books about this, but as you may be illiterate, I'll enlighten you. I suspect this is the site where sword singer Navid slew The blade of a sword singer is a physical link between ancient Yokuda and Alakir. Navid used this particular sword to slay his rival and then himself. As a piece of history, it belongs in a proper Imperial museum. The sword singers were so disciplined they could create a spirit sword. A sword made from their very thoughts. No one's seen the sword or had any luck amongst these ruins. A pity, really.
Better overstocked than under.
I'm glad that the Imperial has found someone else to talk to. His haughtiness is... The sword in question is a wondrous object, and Herminius Sophis believes it will appear to those who have a connection with death or whatever lies beyond. The great scholar from Cyrodiil doesn't know. Imagine that. The magnificent scholar believes that the sword is too damaged to be used anymore, if it even exists at all. He wants to preserve it in a safe warehouse in Cyrodiil, where all the other artifacts have been taken, I imagine. If not me, another would surely stand here. My advice to you is simply to look along the shore. Others searched inland and were disappointed.
You could craft something nice with that. ready to ride. Been on the lookout for that. Cross us.
Beware, they covet this blade, and shall come for it. You must leave this place. The sword is cursed. You seek the sword, is it not so? I must tell you, you are not the first to discover it. Others tried to take it. Take up the blade, and you will see. The sword-cursed are here among us already, circling like half-starved jackals. Can you not sense their jealousy? Their spite? The air is thick with it. The curse was forged in blood and envy. I murdered my dearest friend in a jealous rage, and the blade bears that taint still. The sword-cursed cannot bear the thought of losing the blade. If you touch... Yes, and they will not stop so long as you carry it. Once you fall, and fall you will be consumed by the same jealous desire that drives them. They are long dead, and thus cannot be killed, though they will sleep for a time. But the blade calls out to them, always. When they wake, they shall seek it out again, and the one who keeps it.
Good to get stocked up. You good? Of course you are. Something on your mind? Useful. Hold on to that.
Friend, it is Azael. I must speak with you. Did you recover the sword? We must speak before you go further with it. I did not expect you would find it. Only those who are different are capable of such a feat. What do you intend to do with it? Only those with the keenest senses can even see it. And only one without a soul should be able to take it from its resting place. I do not know how you lifted it unless your soul... No matter. What is your intention? A deception. I watch Herminius' office so he does not plunder Al-Akir. I know more than his books have explained. No. It is a deep, ancient curse. There is darkness in that blade that even the divines would struggle to banish. Sword Singer Navid's spirit seeks to distance himself from the blade, but he is the source of its evil. He cannot keep shedding the burden to others. That is for the best. Leave it at the Lion's Tomb on the shore. Then talk to Herminius' office before you leave. Perhaps he will abandon his foolish search.
Better overstocked than under.
Let's ride. Yeah.
I warn I warned you, but still you took the sword. And now you bring it to my tomb? Are you deranged? The sword curse will return soon. Take the sword away, quickly. I cannot. Do I not suffer enough? It has been centuries since I committed that heinous crime, and the shame is no less potent. That sword is... No! I cannot! I will not! This is all Ilku's fault. His and Saira's. I will... No. Your words are true. Leave the sword with me.
Building up a stash. Good thinking.
Any luck finding the sword yet? So few people will work as hard. I'm not surprised that you didn't find anything. It takes keen eyes and an educated mind to fully identify significant artifacts. I may just abandon this site and go deeper in the desert anyway. I heard there were...
Look at you!
I hardly see why you deserve payment at all. Still.
Death comes to us all. May we face it with honor.
You could craft something nice with that.
Let's go do something exciting.
Oh, good. I didn't want to walk.
Let's go fast. Doing something with magic-y?
Can anyone assist me?
It is good to see you again, my friend. Now I understand why Tuwaka bid me to come here to Hunding's watch. If you are to save the Alakir Desert from the Withered Hand, there are things you must learn from the spirits of this place. Yes, many of them. And pilgrims come from all over Hammerfell to honor them, the heroes of our greatest wars. It is usually a quiet affair, but when one such as you arrives, spirits of friend and foe alike awaken to create a portrait of the past. To teach you, if you are to be champion of the Alakir, you must understand the spirit of this desert and its people. First, you will face the Nidic peoples. When the Regatta first crashed on these shores, the Needs were first to challenge. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from... Yes, my friend, albeit slowly. Not all heed Tuwaka's word. The Nidic peoples were the ancient and they struggled mightily. We all...
The withered hand comes with Satakal's blessing. Shiri? I do not know this name, nor do I know anything about any Onsei ward. I know only that Satakal will soon devour himself, devour us all. We must warn him, or must... Satakal was the first serpent, the first.
First, you will face the Nidic peoples. That was the name of our Yokudan ancestors during the exodus from our ancient homeland. After Yokuda, the Nidic peoples were the ancient ancestors of our human kin here in Tamriel. Those who dwelled on the Isle of Hern.
Magister Irene never let me watch him do this. It's so interesting.
You are not welcome here. We will defend our land.
Oh yeah, that felt good.
In our fight against the Needs, we saw the raw power of defiance. Such things are difficult to imagine, yes. In those times, goblins were mighty beasts, and their cruelty was not tempered by cowardice as it is now. Their filthy strongholds litter the horrible indeed. Our Yokudan ancestors could not tolerate such a blight on their new homeland. They would Tuaka claim the song. Well,
Amazing! Look at you go! Don't mess with the street kids! Right?
Ironically, it was in our fight against the hideous goblins that It is the heart of Orkdom in Tamriel, settled at the foot of the Rothgarian Mountains. It is a city of simple things, towering. Conquerors is a strong word, but yes. You must face the ancient Orcish specters in battle, and then summon and defeat their leader, General Theshaga.
Expecting that.
Not welcome here. We will defend our land.
The swords of Yukuda were not often sheathed. He was the king of Daggerfall during the siege of Orsinium. The embers of the Orcish hold had not even cooled before he took up arms against our ancestors, his former allies. He was slain by a heroic sword singer at the Battle of Bankarai Pass. You must slay the perfidious spirits of King Joual's Breton army. Then King Joual himself, I suspect.
Now you will die.
Nothing is too big or too bad for us to handle.
What is that terrible smell?
What's going on? Am I in trouble?
Joal's betrayal taught us yet another virtue. Caution. Wariness. We remain slow to trust, but loyal beyond measure. You have reached the summit. The Make-Way God sees much at this height. Have you learned the greatest lesson of this place? The greatest lesson of Hundig's watch is this. Wars are fleeting, but honor is eternal. The dunes of time are ever shifting. Kings rise and fall. Cities are raised and rebuilt. Alliances are forged and broken. But honor, glory, legend remains. Your valor strikes a mighty bell. The heroes have come here themselves. Makela Leki, Derek Hallen, and both Frandar and Divad Hunding. Their spirits have come here to meet you, to challenge you, and to teach you. No, you will not cross blades. The Sword Singers were as much mages as warriors. They sought strength of body and of mind. These spirits will speak to you. Choose your words with care, though. To walk us...
The blades are forbidden. We must not use them.
Without them, our people, our civilization will die.
Taking up those blades may lead to something far worse than death.
All choices exact a toll, Wayfarer. Some are trivial, but some linger for generations. I was forced to drink from a bitter cup in my time, and all Redguards have paid the price. I wonder, giant goblins, beasts thought conquered by Divad, have returned. The fight goes poorly. You know the location of powerful magicked blades. They are dangerous. They were hidden for a reason. Do you seek out the blades, or fight on without them? You would have met a glorious end. We chose the blades and destroyed the beasts. But as a result, the Shahai, our spirit...
The goblins approach, my lord.
We must
They
hold
will
this
slaughter
pass or the war is lost. Their sacrifice will be remembered always.
Many of our noblest warriors will be slain. How can you turn your back to them?
A goat will run if you strike it. A jackal may bite if you give chase. Only man can choose to do nothing. The path of restraint is often the hardest. I pose to you a question, one that still haunts me. You are a scout for a great army, perched on a mountainside. In the pass below, a band of enemy soldiers slowly approach the position of your dearest friend. Do you abandon your post to help your friend, or do you remain hidden to report the attack? Yes, your friend may die if you do not render aid. But if you fail to report the assault, is not the entire army put at risk? How many men could lose their lives for this one soldier? One's loyalties are truly put to the test.
We must consider negotiation, my son.
I spent my early years as a maiden of the Spirit Blade. As early as I can remember. Great heroes often carry the greatest regrets. They lie buried in the sand with the bones and broken blades, hidden, forgotten. I had many stories to pass on, but only one is known. You have won a great battle and covered yourself in glory, but you are gravely wounded. A magical memory stone will allow you to record your last thoughts. Do you think of the battle recording history? Or do you immortalize your beloved family? The battle was important, yes. But is love not also worthy of remembrance? I thought of my training and...
Consider negotiation, my son.
To the dogs with that! Hira has killed my mother. He killed your wife.
What you say is true. But many more wives and sisters will die if we take up the sword.
This cave has made a coward of you. We must fight!
To choose for oneself is simple. To choose for a nation is hard. The heaviest blade is as a feather compared to the trust of one's people. A tyrant threatens your people. If you submit to him and become his willing thrall, your people will be shown mercy. If you attack, you and your people will be driven from your homeland and exiled to the sea. What do you do? I too choose to attack, but all choices bear a cost, Wayfarer. When the last sword was sheathed in the shadow of Mount Hatu, the dead were beyond counting. Many more were lost at sea during the Exodus.
Tuwaka tells me the heroic spirits have returned to their slumber. Ah, only Tuwaka has such knowledge, my friend. I could barely hear you from here. Luckily, Tuwaka has shared some of his wisdom with me. Tuwaka tells me that you are bound to the greatest of Redguard virtues, honor and loyalty. You are drawn to great summits and glorious ends. Hold fast to that courageous spirit. But know that sometimes we must make sacrifices for the greater good. What? No! I simply thought you'd like to know what Tuwaka thought of you. He is an excellent judge of character. No. The real lesson of these heroes is that legend always carries a price. You must be prepared to pay that toll when it comes. Tuwaka extends his hand. You need only enter the portal, and you will be transported back to the desert below. Walk with Tuwaka.
Please, tell me you have seen her. Shiri, the scholar's apprentice. Have you seen her? She had the ancient text from the Withered Hand necromancer at Tava's Blessing. We knew Shiri believed the Third Ward was here, and that you came this way, so we were hoping. Alas, there is one other place she might be, but it is not just Shiri. It is the text she found at Tava's Blessing. Scholar Zore says it must be kept away from the Withered Hand. Thank you, my friend. Prince Azaz said you were indispensable. I was beset by many troubles on the journey. Yes, I just need to. I do not know, but it is all. She needs to take that text she found and... Thank you, my friend. I was beset by many troubles on the journey from Tava's Blessing. Scorpions, dune rippers, and then, not far from here, I was ambushed by the...
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
On your way out.
Only the dead and the desperate end up in this part of the desert. You appear to be neither, so you must be a very brave woman. Do you intend to enter the cursed grounds? The tears... It is a place of decay. My wife's remains were sent here, unjustly. As you can see, this is a horrible place. They just dump the bodies anywhere. And it was her older brother. Yes. She turned them into the guard. But they had planted... Take these funerary oils and...